welcome back to this new series I'm just going to start. This is retail thefts that I've just experienced. So I work as a Walmart asset protection investigator right now. And I've witnessed and I've seen some crazy stuff. So I'm going to tell you some of the stories that I've witnessed, some of my friends, my family. Um, so I'm going to start with one that happened when I was at Hy-Vee. So while working at Hy-Vee, you don't notice a lot, you know? It's not our job to notice a lot, but at the time I was a general merchandise manager and my brother was a service manager. So he didn't help one night. So I come in off the clock, helping him out, like I'm just like, hey, this is how you do this. It was just like something quick. And we noticed this lady's loading up bags with her daughter. So we head over and we're watching her in the bakery and she likes like a cake. And then she heads towards like the nearest like side exit, an emergency exit, and pushes out. That's when we like call PD, and my brother like rushes out the door and grabs this lady's cart, and I'm dealing with the daughter inside. So the daughter froze, like it's either fight or flight or just freeze yourself to death. And so she freezes because she's young, she doesn't know what's going on, she doesn't know what her mom's doing. And so her mom, after she gets her merchandise taken away outside, she bolts it towards her friend's car. Her friend gets out and she's like, hey, where's this merchandise? And her friend's opening the trunk. Well, she's like, shit, give me your goddamn keys. She hands her keys off to, the lady that just shoplifted. She gets in the car and starts driving away. So she left her friend there and she abandoned her daughter. So I'm still dealing with her daughter inside. Now, her daughter is now on our front end, bawling her eyes out. And so we have this side room. So I start taking her into there. So you could still hear her outside the what's this called, a club room, outside the club room. Um, so PD gets there and asking what's happening. Um, at that time we figure out the girl's car that that's just taken is she wants it reported stolen, and the gal had her infant born kid in there. So the shoplifter lady went and took her friend's car, stole it, and then decided, what, instead of letting her instead of like cooperating with the gal that her friend, she decided, no, I'm just gonna fucking drive away with my friend's kid. So PD takes the report. This lady's not picking up her phone to her friend or anybody, and so she got charged with like child endangerment, all this other stuff. Um, and then I think it was either a couple hours later or the next day, they find her over in uh, the next city over, and she's like high off of All Might, like all these drugs, and so they charge her with a shit ton of stuff, and the lady got her kid back and stuff, but that's just sort of how like that one went down. Um, I feel bad for her kid though, because her kid was very clueless on like what the mom was doing. Like you're young, you don't know what your parents are doing, you don't know anything like that. But that's just the story, and it was close to like $300 worth of stuff they tried taking, the mom and the daughter. So and the friend did know about it. Oh my goodness, I fell. Oh, it took me back here. Um, but that's just that little story. And I'll come out with more shoplifting stories, but I think that's a good starting point. Um, and I never had to go to court for that one. Thank the Lord Almighty. But hopefully you guys did enjoy that just little like talk. If you have any questions too, please put those down in the comments below and I'll answer them. I love uh, participation. Um, but yeah, thank you all for joining me in this first little, just like like talk about like shoplifting, asset protection, and stuff like that. Um, I'll be putting more of these out slowly, more just stories, more funny ones, more I had quite a few like associates stripping in front of me, one that was on crack. Actually, there's a lot of them on crack. There's a lot of stories like that. Me getting attacked by a bird, uh, stuff like that. But thank you for watching and stay tuned for more. Bye.